What's up, everybody, man? Hey, this is your boy Jay. Got my boys Don and Bill here, man. This Southern Fried Podcast, episode 2. We want to just bring y'all the little update for the finals tonight. But by the time y'all see this, the finals will probably be going. We're gonna give y'all some of our finals predictions. We're gonna talk about how the Lakers and Heat got to where they at through the playoffs. Through this long extended season. The matchups in the finals and the Doc Rivers firing that just happened this week, and what that means for the Clippers and what that means for Doc Rivers, because it's a lot of stuff going around. He linked to the Sixers, linked to the Rockets, so we're gonna get into that before the game tonight. How y'all boys doing?
Pretty good, man. Can't complain. Ready for this series, man. A lot of shit talking going on.
A lot of shit talking. I
need the Lakers to go ahead and do what we supposed to do.
Right. What about you, Bill? Big bro?
Asterisk.
Asterisk. Yeah, he coming.
Right up
coming
the
out
gate.
already. He coming out firing already, man.
Right out the gate.
Right out the gate. Why I gotta be okay? Why I gotta be asterisk, Bill? Go ahead. Tell us.
Tell you why. The only difference between this championship and the other ones are they started the season late. This season here, you had a break. Like we've never had a break in the season before like this.
That's true.
This one is different. And then you had play-in games, and then you had teams that weren't even invited to the bubble. So other teams would have ruined seedings.
I don't think so, but those
seedings by winning games.
I agree.
But see, my thing is that those teams that were low like that, they wasn't winning at all. Like somebody like Atlanta. Like Atlanta was like, there was a good team to watch, but it wasn't winning no games.
See, but Jamie, what he's saying is on that last night, there's always, you know what I'm saying, hey, this team needs to win, this team needs to win. Yep. And some of those teams, everybody loses. Everybody can lose. And it happens.
But I think this is the reason why, like people like LeBron, people like some of the players in the bubble, they're saying this is probably the toughest thing because of that big layover that they had.
I agree with it being the toughest because think about this. Memphis was 4 games up.
Right.
Memphis could have played Atlanta. Memphis could have played New York. Memphis could have played all those other teams.
Memphis could have got some wins. You're right. They could have got more wins.
But they were playing all playoff caliber teams.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that causes them to lose and fall out of that playoff spot. So what
the thing about it is
people are saying is true.
Right. But the thing about it is what I believe is that once everybody know this season was like unprecedented. Nobody really understood what was going on until like this is something that we have never been in. But once they said the 22 teams, you knew you had 8 games you had to play to get. Right. You on that outside looking in, you had that 8 games. You got to win your games.
But LeBron, think about it like this: those teams who didn't get a chance to go to the bubble,
right?
They would have ruined the seeding of other teams.
I get that point.
You got to think about the West, where there was like a separation between. The West is always crazy, like the
like 4, like by 4 or 5
exactly.
games from the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th.
Yeah. So a team like Sacramento would have messed around on that last day and beat somebody. Now instead of playing Houston first round, now you got the Lakers. Like it totally messes the seeding.
I know, but I think that's only something for like the West. Though, man, you seen the East, like the Wizards wasn't supposed to be in that bubble, man. There's no way in hell they supposed to be in that bubble, man.
Yeah, but. Think about who's going to win the championship this year?
The West.
The West, yeah.
Exactly.
To me. So we going to get tie predictions. We're going to get tie predictions. Hold on. We're going to get tie predictions, okay?
Yeah.
But this, like, I understand what you're saying, Bill. Like, this season is real complicated. But, listen, starting late in 99, starting late in 2011.
2011. Yeah.
Come on now, nobody. People try to do this to Tim Duncan. His first ring, Tim
Right.
Duncan, and
Yeah,
David
but
Robinson.
Duncan
Duncan
got 4 more rings after that.
They try.
Let's
I
be
understand
serious.
it, but we talking
We got
about
four more after
one
that.
season. We talking about one season
Right.
now. Come on, let's not do that. Let's not do. We talking about one season.
Yeah, but we've seen twice where it started late. We've never seen a 5-month layover.
Right.
That's all I'm
That's
saying.
true.
We've never seen a layover.
when
and
was
that
that? When that 2011 season started? January?
Nah,
Start
Christmas.
December on Christmas.
Christmas Day.
On Christmas.
Christmas
On
Day.
Christmas. Right. Yep. Okay. I get that. I mean, yeah, I get that. Okay.
I mean, now I will
The
say
injuries that there were or that could have came about if the season is played normally,
Absolutely.
that normal mileage that gets put on a player for playing that
absolutely.
consecutively, it changes it.
But the
But
teams in the bubble, everybody got the same.
I was
yes.
Everybody
Yes,
has the
same
same race.
rest.
I will
Right.
give you that one.
And then you hear these pundits and you hear these analysts saying, "Oh, this particular player got an advantage because of the rest." I mean, everybody got an
Right.
advantage because
Everybody
of
has
the rest.
the rest.
It was on
Everybody
you to
has the
either
rest.
stay in shape or not be what you were supposed to be,
So-
like Paul
so-
George.
Pretty much everything that happens in the regular season didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Normally the things that
I
happen.
mean, it mattered. It mattered because you still had to win those games before the pandemic
But
started.
what I'm saying is resting players,
Right.
players taking those games off.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. It didn't
Yeah.
matter. Which is
Yeah, it didn't matter.
An advantage.
That
a
might have
disadvantage to some teams and an advantage to other teams because everything gets an equal or even slate now.
Yeah, especially with like no fans, like that's a whole nother dynamic. So
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
But let's go ahead and get into some predictions, guys. How do you think this series is? Well, you know what? Before that, let's get to how the Lakers and Heat got here. So
Okay.
the Lakers beat the AFC, the Blazers. Then they went up against the Rockets, got through the Rockets 4-1. Then they just went ahead and beat the Nuggets 4-1.
Right.
The Heat swept the Pacers in the first round. Got to the second round, beat the Bucks 4-1, and then had a hard-fought series with the Celtics, which I thought was probably one of the better series. Them and the first round to get with Utah and Nuggets.
And Nuggets.
Those my two best series so far.
Yeah.
I liked the Raptors and the Celtics, but it was like a lot of lopsided stuff with that. But them my top two.
Right.
And then so that's how they both got to the finals. How impressive? I'm gonna ask you first, Don. How impressive is it that the Heat has made this run to the finals? Because
Honestly,
this is something. There was seven. I seen the statistic today. Well, not statistic, but a betting odd today. It was 75-1 to start the season,
Right.
which is ridiculously low.
Honestly, I feel like we're overlooking it. The Heat have not had a tough path, really. You played a injured Pacers.
What? Okay, let's go. Let's go. What's up?
Missing their top two players. You're missing Sabonis, and Victor Oladipo is still hurt. He played, but he was still hurt.
Sabonis. Okay, I give you Sabonis.
That makes the difference.
first round.
That definitely makes a difference. Second round, you have the Bucks. You have a great game plan,
Right.
but Giannis does get hurt in game 2,
3.
game 3.
He turned his ankle in game 3. He kept playing though.
Game 3 came back and played game 4.
Came back game 4 and got hurt again,
Killed
right?
Game 4, yep.
Got hurt again, right, in game 4, right?
Yeah. And they won.
He didn't play in game 5.
He finished them off in game 5.
But
They were
listen,
down
man,
3-0.
The only thing I can say about
They were
it,
down 3-0.
the
Gian-
only thing I can
If
say
Giannis
about
doesn't get hurt in game 3, we don't know that outcome. They had an amazing game plan. I'm not taking that away from that.
man, they was dominant, man.
They were down. They were down.
They were damn
3-0.
good, man. They was damn good in that Miami series. It's like they knew exactly what they wanted to do
Right.
with the Bucks,
Absolutely.
and the Bucks had no counter.
No counter for it.
No counter.
Their shooting was
Uh,
so inconsistent.
But did we not see that last year with the Raptors?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nothing different.
Yeah.
We saw exact same. Build that wall.
Yep.
And somebody else go beat us.
And I just thought the Raptors was going to beat the Celtics, but that was a hard fought series from the Boston, because Boston they could have went up 3-0 if it wasn't for that shot. They could have went 3-0 in that series for that shot by OG. But question for you, Bill. How big is it that LeBron is doing this in his 17th year to get to another finals with all this stuff going on? With everybody saying that, it's only two people over there, they don't have a third score, they don't have a fourth score some nights. How impressive it is for him to get back to the finals again.
Okay. I say this. I've never seen from beginning to end, I've never seen a player who I've from rookie year that I've seen from rookie year to their 12th, 15th year into the league. I've never seen nobody like him.
It's disgusting, man.
It's disgusting. However,
it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man.
However, from 2010 on, let's not forget he has picked his teams.
Yeah.
He's not going to teams that are going through a rebuild or anything. He went to a Miami team. Hold on.
He kind of
no.
He kind of did that his first year in LA.
And what happened?
I'm just saying you say he didn't go. I'm saying he kind of went to a team that wasn't ready yet.
They knew, but
they had a plan.
I believe that him and Maverick, everybody involved knew what was going to happen.
I understand
they knew
that.
So,
but
he's not. Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
He is one of, if not he's probably the most strategic players who have taken their career into their own.
He set it all in motion, man.
It's kind of like, remember when Dion was moving around?
Yes.
And he was that piece. He's not
went to the Niners, got a ring. Hey, I'm gonna go to the Cowboys, get a ring. You know what I'm saying?
When he went to the Heat, he went on a team with two other top 10 players.
Yeah, top
right?
Bosh,
top 10.
They probably say Bosh was top 15, top 10. Yep.
Bosh at the time was the all-time leading scorer, rebounder, and shot blocker in history.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's not like he's going anywhere with
right. I mean, he wanted to try to put himself in the best position to get a ring, man.
Definitely.
When he went back to Cleveland, first thing you went back, you had Kyrie, all-star point guard, and they went and got an all-NBA player.
Power forward,
Kevin Love.
Right?
All NBA player who was 20. He had 27 and 15 the year prior.
Yeah, he was getting a lot of points over there.
Okay, so he went to two three-headed monster teams.
Right.
Now Kevin Love obviously is not Chris Bosh, so he's not able to do the things that Bosh was able to do, but they still won and they still were able to get to the finals.
You know what? People don't take into consideration with LeBron either. And I'm the biggest Kobe fan, but LeBron is somebody that when we look at these NBA players, we tend to forget how young they are. LeBron was like, when he got there, he probably I think he was in Miami, he got there, he was like 24, 25 years old or something like that.
When he got to Miami?
I think he brought up.
Yeah.
When he got to Miami, he was he was still trying to, find himself. Like then you got all this stuff like people bashing him. He felt like he needed to be the villain, but then he realized like, nah, bro, that's not me. I'm not that person. So like he was still probably trying to find himself. We already knew that he was we already knew that he probably was the best player in the world at the time. But to get over that hump, man, I think he really did need D Wade. He needed D Wade for that.
I don't think he did. I think he just needed help.
Right.
That's all he needed.
It needed to be in the right fashion.
Well, they damn sure wasn't coming to Cleveland.
They ain't nobody coming to Cleveland.
Right.
Yeah. He just didn't have help.
Yeah.
So, when I got Boston in my way, and Boston has, their three Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
I can't. What can I do with the Hall of Fame coach, a Hall of Fame GM?
Yeah.
I don't have enough.
Yep.
And that year that the year that Orlando went, they shot
lights out.
They shot a record.
Right.
Yeah, man. Four shooters around the white.
4 shooters and a monster in the middle.
And a point forward. That's when Hito was in his bag.
Yep.
I was
yeah.
Hito was in his bag. That
And
was
Rashard
in his bag.
made the other forward stay true to the corner.
Yes,
stay true
yes.
to the team.
Ain't no
Yes,
doubling.
absolutely.
There's
Ain't no
doubling.
doubling. Absolutely not.
There's no
Absolutely not.
doubling. No, ain't no doubling.
So yeah.
So I think, but LeBron he's amazing.
Yeah.
He's amazing. I'm not surprised he went to the finals because you got 2 top 5 players on one team, and they both are very good at what they do.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm not surprised at all.
I want to say I'm surprised. I thought, you know what I'm saying, we were gonna have to play the Clippers. You know, I really thought that was what was in line, and the way the Lakers have been playing and the way the Clippers were playing, like it shows LeBron's true leadership versus Kawhi's or Paul George. I'm saying what was going on over there. Like, it's not on the same level.
I got a question.
It's not on the same level.
Is Paul George overrated?
Yes.
No.
He's proven it. He's proven it. I mean, he had an amazing year last year.
I don't think he's over.
Yes.
I don't think he's overrated.
Yes.
I don't think he's
But
overrated.
I think he's overrated.
I don't think
he's overrated, bro.
I don't think he's overrated. I just think that we put a lot of pressure on him because he's supposed to be a superstar, but he's not I wouldn't say he's a superstar. He's a star in the league. I feel like he's right where he's supposed to be. Top.
He was
20.
an MVP candidate 2 years
He was
ago.
number 3.
Right. Like that is reaching that level to become superstar level. And Paul George put the pressure onto himself. I don't think we did that for him. Paul George held his own in Indiana,
Playoff P.
forced his way out like a superstar does.
Playoff goddamn P.
Like a superstar does. You make all that noise. You say, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to win over here. They're not surrounding me with the right pieces. Get me out of here. That's some superstar shit. You know what I'm saying?
I have another question. But what happened? Because when he was with Indiana, he went at the Heat hard.
Yes, he did. But
he was giving the Heat everything that they wanted.
Listen, Shannon Sharp bringing up every day about when he talk about it with football and he talk about it with basketball. Expectations.
Yeah, we didn't expect it from him.
When you ain't expected to win, you can do a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
you can do a lot of stuff.
When
you in that foxhole where you gotta win, pressure be busting them pipes.
Right.
But when they got rid of Danny Granger, or when he went out with that,
he kind of was like on the tail end because he was getting injured and stuff.
Right.
So and then they want to pay him that. They want to pay him that big money he was asking for.
Yeah, but Danny was supposed to be the nickel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Danny had everything. Danny was at mid range, the 3-ball. He used to go to toe to toe with LeBron before he got hurt.
Right.
So when Danny went down and Paul became the man, and and they were like, man, Paul giving these boys like he's here now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Why? What happened up here in your head that now if you look at his closeout games, they are the worst.
Yeah, it don't look good at all. It don't look good at all. Like it's on some all time worst shit.
Right. Now here I feel like as if we give the amount of disrespect we give Mike D'Antoni, we should apply that to Paul George. Like regular season, I can do whatever. I am amazing. When it comes to this clutch time shit, I don't have it.
I told you, I'm trashing him every moment.
Yeah.
Just like James Harden. Until you show me something else, trash.
You gotta prove it. And I feel like
playing
next to Kawhi was not the best thing for Paul George's ego.
You know who? Hey, you know who Kawhi asked first.
Who?
You know who he wanted first before all
KD.
this.
He wanted KD.
He wasn't gonna get KD.
He wasn't gonna get hit.
He wasn't gonna get. That was a long shot. He could have had Jimmy.
Ooh.
He asked Jimmy before Paul. And Jimmy said, "Nah, I'm going to the Heat."
That's
Shit,
a
man. I was reading an article yesterday. They ain't even really have to piss Jimmy. He was like, "I'm in. What y'all want me to do?"
Yeah.
damn.
So Wade had
Wade
probably
sold
already
him.
gave him the scoop.
Yep.
Wade probably had already schooled him that, hey man, this place you need to be.
Wade,
Like, ain't nobody
Wade
gonna get mad
probably-
at you. Ain't nobody gonna get mad at you for cussing motherfuckers out. So
I feel like Wade sold him in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Wade
yeah.
put it in his ear.
You know what? Yes. But KD actually could have went to the Clippers. He was a
Yeah.
free agent.
So
He went. There's no way
he
that
KD took a visit with Miami, but they just couldn't pay him. They wasn't gonna be able to pay him enough.
Yeah. I feel like KD and Kawhi would not
I'm
have
clearing the
connected to each
debt
other.
for him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Kawhi could have I don't think Kawhi could fit the second man role.
I think it's 1A, 1B at that point.
That's why I think he didn't want to go. He probably didn't want to go to LeBron.
But there is no A1, AB. There is no 1A.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't think
because
LeBron,
we can clearly see like Anthony Davis is 1A. That nigga is 1A.
No. If it had been him and KD.
I know, but I don't think they could have. I don't think they could have meshed.
I think they could have.
Hey Don, you hear that? Anybody hear that popping sound?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sound like you.
Hey, I pulled my thing out, but I mean my cord out, but I still hear it.
Yeah, I hear it too.
Let me see something. Yo.
Still hear it.
Still hear it?
Yeah.
Gone now. Oh no, still there.
I hear it on my end.
Anyway, moving on to the matchup.
Oh, it's you, Bill.
Huh?
It's you.
I still hear it. How?
When you muted it, it went away.
I don't know, bro.
Oh, maybe it's Jamie.
I just muted it.
And it went away.
It's done.
Can't believe me.
It's done.
It's done.
It's done. Cause Don got the
You're
microphone.
done. It don't matter, man. Hey, but we'll figure it out.
Right. I still hear it even when I'm muted.
I still hear it too.
All right. So we don't know. We're gonna make it through.
But
yeah,
overall,
the matchup.
Overall,
the
it's
matchups,
very
man.
impressive. Very impressive.
I don't know what the Miami gonna do with these bigs over here in LA, man. Bam is 16. Bam 16, but
4-1 Lakers
over there. They got JaVale over there. They got AD over there. It's gonna be tough.
4-1.
I don't think that zone's gonna work.
It's gonna be tough.
I like the Lakers defenders, even though they have been trash. I still like them. I think that they have enough. They're smart enough to play the Miami shooters. They're smart enough to deal with Miami shooters, and we have Rondo is a tough on-ball point guard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The only thing the Heat probably could hope for with these matchups is that Rondo has an off-shoot night. But this nigga Rondo been knocking down threes like he Tyler Hero.
Right. And I feel as if Danny Green will show up this series.
I think so.
Danny Green has been horrible.
He still got the finals record for the most threes. So
Steph Curry says that.
He's a big game person.
I think look out. I know whatever, but look out for Kuzma. Look out for Kuzma. Because if Kuzma giving you 16 a
All
game,
right, we all been leaning towards LA, but what can the Heat bring to the Lakers that is going to be like, hey man, we gotta really be like buckle down. Like, is it going to be the Miami 3-point shooting? Is it going to be that zone? Is it going to be Jimmy taking over some games? What can the Heat do to make this a 6 or 7 game series?
I don't think there's anything they can do.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything they can do.
Be honest. Let me ask you this.
Listen, man, I'm giving the Heat. I'm a Lakers fan, but I'm giving the Heat a little bit more credit than that, man. I think the Miami Heat can catch the Lakers slipping if they're not on their game.
Yes,
I really think so. Like, them boys start shooting the ball. Hero start going at people. Duncan Robinson coming off screens with these threes. You got Dragic. I don't know how many people are going to be able to guard Dragic on the Lakers. I don't know.
I will tell you. This my thing though. This is my thing, LeBron. They have LeBron. They're playing against LeBron. That's the biggest thing. I'm not betting against LeBron. One,
nope.
Two, LeBron is playing to cement his name next to Jordan and everybody else.
Yeah.
He is not going to play around with Miami.
Yeah.
He is going to destroy. He's literally probably going to destroy Miami. He probably has these boys.
They're gonna have to try to get
probably
them.
so.
I don't know how Miami's gonna do it. They're gonna have to. I don't know what they're gonna do, man.
Exactly. What
they
can do. I agree with you.
Because they don't have a lot of bigs over there that they can bring off the bench. They have a lot. Of course, they got wings all day, but they don't have a lot of bigs past Bam. I mean, they got Olynyk, and then you start getting thin. They're not gonna play UD. No, they're not gonna play UD at all. So,
yeah, but I agree with you, Bill. I think LeBron is on a mission. I think like you can see it in his eyes that he's not letting moments slip.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, they plan for something, man.
Right.
Starting the year with Cole, and they play. They definitely, you could tell. Like, even when Bron won the Western Conference Finals, he was sitting on the ground like, "Hey, man,
not done.
I didn't did this before, man. We got to get another ring.
Not done.
We got to get another ring."
Yeah, and I think this finals was handed to LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Like, the perfect position every time. He was bet against in the first round. You know what I'm saying? Oh, everyone's saying the shit.
Listen.
Oh, the Blazers gonna give y'all trouble. Showed them it wasn't.
But they can't overlook them though. If they overlook them, Miami can steal some games.
This is LeBron James we're talking about. He's not overlooking anyone.
LeBron is not gonna give up a game. Now, think about it. He's not playing. His issue was Golden State and KD. That was the biggest issue,
right?
Because one, you got the two shooters out there going nuts,
right?
But then you got this 7-foot monster who nobody in the world can stop.
No.
So he can drive, he can shoot, he can
pass.
He's the most unguardable player in the NBA.
Yeah.
Him and I think he's more unguardable than James Harden because Harden's not going in the post. So KD and LeBron knows that. I think LeBron, not saying he's scared, but I think he's kind of something
Bron's not scared at all. Bron's not scared at all. Bron know that KD had to go to the Warriors to beat him.
Right, to beat him.
So he's not scared of KD at all. Not in the slightest.
To beat him, I don't know.
What you talking about, Bill?
What?
He had to go to GS. He had to go to the Warriors to
beat No. He didn't go to GS to beat LeBron. He got away from Westbrook.
Right.
It wasn't to beat LeBron. It was to get away from Westbrook.
But he could have went to any team. He went to the Warriors
because he wanted to win.
They wanted it.
Right.
And who you got to see when you get to the finals?
LeBron.
You ain't gonna wait.
LeBron. Okay, he was there, but I didn't go there to beat LeBron. I went there because that was the easiest fit.
Right.
He know.
Okay, James, let me ask you a question.
Go. Go.
If you can make the same amount of money, right? You can make the same amount of money, but you get to go and you do less work than what you did in your current job. You do less work and you have no headaches.
I understand your point.
You're taking it. You are going.
But it was nobody else coming out of the East, and he wasn't gonna win with OKC. So you would go to
he
the
couldn't even get out the West though.
And beat LeBron.
But he couldn't get out the West with
Exactly.
OKC. So it wasn't about LeBron. It was I need to get out
getting
the West.
to the finals. Period.
Yes.
He could have went.
I
What I'm
just
saying
need
is
to
he
get
could
to the
have went to any team. He picked them.
No, they picked him.
They had the opening to bring me in. Think about it. Think about this. Why do you think they didn't re-sign Harrison Barnes?
Because they knew they was getting KD.
Exactly. Harrison, go get your $90 million from Dallas. We go hold this $20-something million. KD, what you want to do? All right, I'll come over there. And he became a two-time Finals MVP.
Finals MVP. Yep. Yeah. I get that.
One game.
I get that. I just think these guys know, man, that they gotta. They know that monster is over there every time they try to do something. I mean, they teaming up. Like,
but KD not scared of him though.
I don't think he's scared of him, but he knows. Like, listen, man, I gotta get past this dude too, man. Like, I gotta get past them. It ain't gonna work.
But a lot of people went past LeBron.
Let's get back to the predictions. What are we calling it?
All right, go first, Don.
The Lakers have won every series in 5 games right now. Lakers in 5, man.
Lakers in 5, and the reason why?
I just think they have too much firepower. I feel like they are just being top heavy is nuts. That having the best 2 players, they have the best 2 players by a wide margin. Yes. They are probably, 12 players in between AD and Jimmy Butler.
Okay. What about you, Bill?
4-1. 4-1. I really think Miami would have a problem with Portland.
I agree.
Miami would have a problem with Portland.
I agree.
Because one, you got the backcourt that's going crazy. You got a Hassan. I think Miami would go 7 with Portland. 6 or 7 with Portland, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I think so. And you seen what LA did to Portland. You seen what LA did to
Houston. You see what Houston tried to do to the Lakers. Houston put the Lakers in the zone, try to force them to shoot. Shit don't work when you have
the shit don't work.
It doesn't work when you have AD. When you have a passing big, and you have Rondo in the Houston series made a huge difference, proving and showing that like having a true point guard. When someone is trying to play that zone against you, right, it is a huge factor.
Yes.
And the Lakers got the ref.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's not forget, Rondo's been there 2 times.
Yeah. Rondo's played a lot of playoff games, man. He got a lot of playoff games.
Yeah. He played a lot. And I guarantee you,
I'm a Lakers fan. I'm a Lakers fan.
Very thankful.
I do not know what Kuz is going to do. I know what Rondo's going to do. I don't know what Kuz is going to do. And Danny Green has been kind of shaky this whole playoffs. But the Lakers have the top 2 players in the bubble. They've always had the top 2 players in the bubble. Yep. So,
absolutely.
My prediction is 4-2.
Okay.
I can see them. I just feel like
4-2.
The game tonight is the game that the
Miami got to win.
If they steal tonight, it can get interesting.
Right.
But I understand y'all saying 4-1, man. I get that. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie to you, it really could be 4-0 to be honest with you.
However,
but
let's not forget
that I think Jimmy can get those boys to win one, and I think those boys can shoot their heart out one game and get two. So me personally, I'm thinking 4-2. I understand the 4-1 though.
Jimmy has probably won one playoff game this series. I mean this run.
Oh, that 40-point game he had?
On the strength of himself, I think he's won one playoff game.
That 40-point game.
Yeah. And I don't think he's gonna get one this series.
I think LeBron guards him. If he starts to go crazy, I think LeBron, and that's what you want your superstars to do.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, hold on. No, you ain't finna. Kobe, I've seen Kobe do that with AI. I've seen Mike. I've seen Scotty. Magic. You're not going to do this against us. Magic didn't like big bodies on him.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's what your player's supposed to do.
It's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be very interesting, man. Hey, man, bro, I appreciate y'all boys coming on, man. Next time, we'll do this again. We'll probably do this after the first two games.
I'm ready.
Dot is in where he's supposed to be, and then Bill, you can come back on with us or whatever.
Yes, sir.
We game like 5 minutes away, so we'll be hitting each other up. I appreciate y'all boys again. This is Certified Podcast episode 2. Hit y'all boys up, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.